Delicious. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Meg. That was the ice maker. Today I figured I'd try something a little bit different and do like a little crafty vlog, I guess you can say, where I pretty much just take you along with me throughout the day and we work on a project together. I think that would be really fun. But first, look at these flowers that I got at the store the other day. They're so pretty and colorful and fun. Really wanted to test out this kit that I got at Target last week. It's a create your own sun prints kit from Mondo Llama's the brand. And it looks so fun and cute. I'm pretty sure all this is you cut out some stencils and then you lay them on this special paper and then you lay it out in the sun and it creates these really cool prints. But the problem with that is the sun is not out today. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, and I've been holding off on doing this because I wanted to film it. Since I can't do the sun print kit right now, I figured I could work on a couple other things that I have going on. I'm always working on crafts. Like, I probably work on like 5 different crafts at a time. That's just what I like to do. But one of those things is my craft vlog. This is what it looks like. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I made signs that say keep going and you'll keep growing. I made 2 of them out of clay. So cute. I figured that I could turn them into like little signs maybe. I could finish these today. I did gloss the front, but I need to gloss the back. I need to drill holes on the top, and then I also need to add, I don't know, I need to figure out if I want to add like an actual chain or if I want to add string or what I want to do with these, so I could work on those. Oh, this is what kind of inspired this sign that I made. But I made it out of perler beads, is that what it is? Absolutely love this. It says good things ahead. My go-to affirmation is good things are coming and good things are happening, because sometimes I have to remind myself, you know, sometimes you just get in a rut and you have to remind yourself that like things could be a lot worse and there's good things in your life and good things that are coming. I actually used a silicone mold for the lettering, whereas with this one I just use letter stamps. Where is that mold? This is the mold that I use for the lettering for this guy. It's just a silicone mold that I got from Temu, actually. I think this was like $1, like $1.25, maybe even less than that. But I was testing it out and I really like that the way the letters look. I think they look super fun and funky, but the letters are really big. So if I wanted to do a bigger quote like this one that I have on here, I would need like a fat slab of clay. And yeah, I just haven't experimented with that yet. The only other thing I really wanted to work on was finishing glazing this piece that I made. I made this figurine the other day and it's 2 little frogs having a tea party. It's so freaking adorable. I'm so proud of this. I do have resin on like the frogs and everything, but I need to put resin on the bottom. The only problem with finishing this right now is that the sun isn't out. Kind of need that. I use UV resin. I use a light and it works really well, but I like to also put my pieces out in the sun. While we're on the subject of these cute little froggies, let me show you what I finished last week. These are so cute. At least I think they're so cute. Look at these. They're little froggies on a stool. I call them little froggo friends. Aren't they so cute? I made a bunch of different colors. I think they would be really cute little like desk buddies. I love trinkets and stuff, and I just was really inspired by frogs. I cannot tell you how long it took me to figure out how I wanted the frogs to look. Like, I was getting very frustrated with them. My favorite thing about these frogs is their little butts. Look at that booty. And their butts have little freckles on them. I don't know what my obsession is with butts. I love putting butts on like anything that I make. It took me a really long time to figure out the shape that I wanted. I also had a really hard time with the arms and the legs. These frogs are actually on my Etsy shop. I hope someone will come across them and think they're as cute as I think they are. Anyway, now let's figure out what I actually want to work on. My chair is so squeaky. It's so annoying. I decided I'm gonna work on these signs that I made. I put gloss on the front, but I'm trying to decide if I should put another layer or not. I feel like it's glossy enough, right? I do need to put a layer on the back. Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna put down the silicone mat. We're gonna get our gloss out. Our gloss. scissors to open up the gloss. If I'm not using resin, I use this polyurethane water-based gloss. It's my go-to gloss, honestly. It works really well. It took me a really long time to find a gloss that works for me. I've tried so many different brands, and most of them just end up being really sticky, and I hated that. When I came across this, game changer. There's a little bit of gloss on the lid, so we're gonna use this up first. And you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way for sure. Now I'm just using a good old paintbrush. First layer is done. I don't know, I might not do a second layer, we'll see. But let's do this next one. Then we're gonna put this lid back on. Okay, now I'm gonna go wash this off. While these signs dry, I'm going to figure out what I want to use for the chain. I'm trying to decide if I want to do beads, like something very similar to these thick beads, or we could just keep it simple and just do twine. I also have a variety of wooden beads. I also have these little baby seed beads, or I have this gold chain. I don't know, what do you guys think? I get so indecisive, but maybe we'll do gold chain, and then I could add some beads. I have some really pretty beads. Let's see. I got these little sparkly ones that I could use, and I have these in a variety of like shapes and sizes. Maybe I could put one on each end. Could look cool if I use these. What I'm thinking is I could put one of these on each end and then add the chain. Should we try it? Let's try it. I need these little circles, these thingies. Frick, I can never remember what these are called. These have holes on each side, so I'm thinking I could put those little clasps on each end, right? And then connect the chain. I have these guys right here, but these ones might be too big. We need smaller loops. Here's some smaller loops. I don't have very many left. That's not good. Hopefully I have enough to make these two. Here's the loops that I was looking for. Ugh, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's the fun of it, right? I need to grab my jewelry pliers. Hold on a second. Jewelry pliers are in here. These two guys will work just fine. Don't know what they're called. Needle nose pliers, possibly. I'm not a jewelry making expert. Don't quote me on that. Okay, we're gonna use those. Jump rings. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. These are called jump rings. Jeez. I'm gonna open this one up, and we're gonna see if it fits. Dag nabbit. These ones are not gonna work. Let me get the smaller ones. We've got these little baby ones now. Let's try. Voiceover Meg here. My camera ended up dying, and while I was letting that charge, my husband and I went to the grocery store, and then he decided to watch Netflix. I finished adding the jump rings onto these beads off camera, and now it's time to assemble the rest of the sign. I'm using a pencil to mark where I want the holes to be drilled into, and now it's time to get into the fun stuff. I'm using my Dremel to drill the holes. As you can see, there's a little piece of cardboard underneath the sign to avoid getting my desk even more damage than it already is. This Dremel I've had for about 2 years now. It was a gift from my mom, and it's still going strong. I absolutely love it, and I think she got it off Amazon. Once the holes are all drilled, I'm grabbing my handy dandy mini desk vacuum that I got from Temu. I think it was like $5. I absolutely love this thing. It works like a charm. As you can see, it picks up all the clay dust and is absolutely fantastic. It is an absolute must-have for all you crafters out there. Now that the holes are all drilled, we can attach the beads in the chain. Honestly, this is one of my least favorite parts about assembling items like this, because I have fat fingers and I'm always dropping jump rings, as you just saw right there. It's a process, but I always love the way that my items turn out, so it's worth it. Here's one sign finished, and here are both of them all finished. The last activity of the day was putting up these floating shelves that I've had sitting in a corner of the room for about 3 weeks. I got them from Amazon and they came in 3 different sizes, and I really wanted to just use these to reorganize all the crafty things that I have. All my creations were starting to pile up and I just didn't have enough room for them, so I figured adding some more shelves would help with that. Everything you see on this shelf I've made, and maybe I can do a video showing you my collection because boy oh boy do I have a collection. I ended up getting rid of a couple creations, like some of the smaller canvases that I painted. I didn't really love them to begin with, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to just get rid of them. Once I had everything all cleaned off, I recruited my husband to help me with these shelves, and he so kindly talked me through the process. I was very nervous about doing this, but it was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and it probably took about 20 minutes tops to do. I didn't want to worry about moving the existing shelf, so we just put the 3 shelves on top of that one. Just like that, it's all done. Yay! Now I get to add everything back to the shelves. Here is the final setup. I'm pretty happy with it, but I still feel like I have a long ways to go until I'm 100% happy with my crafting corner. But so far, it's looking a lot better than it did. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye!